Hello everyone, my name is Hannah. Welcome to a new video and welcome to my dark romance readathon vlog. I just found out about the dark romance readathon last night before I went to bed, and it was starting today, and I was like, oh, I am going to be picking up a dark romance today. So it was like fate almost. I have a little stack here of books that I think fit this vibe, the dark romance vibe. This first one for sure does. So I'm gonna kind of unofficially participate. I'm gonna participate, but I'm not gonna try to get a bingo on their bingo board or anything. I'm gonna try to follow some of the prompts, but I'm not going to get super intense about it because I'm starting very spontaneously. But the first book I want to pick up is There Are No Saints by Sophie Lark. This was going to be the next book that I read, and then I found out about the dark romance readathon and I was like, oh, perfect. So I know that this is a serial killer romance, which has me a little bit nervous because I don't know if I'll like that. Who knows? I'm gonna find out though. But I'm very curious about it, and I saw that this has has a playlist in it. And first of all, I love it when books do that. But one of the songs on here, I love that song. I love that cover of that song specifically. And so I was like, ooh, I'm definitely more intrigued now. So I asked a few of my friends who have read this, if they mention the songs in the book. And they said yes, that Sophie Lark does it as a note, this song encapsulates this scene or whatever, which I absolutely love. So I'm really excited to get to this one. I also really love these special edition covers with the snakes. I think it's so pretty, the black and white. So I'm gonna start this today. And then I have a few other books that fit some of the prompts. So I have Hooked, which is a dark romance retelling of Peter Pan, and I'm so excited to read this one. I just know that it's a dark romance. I don't know if it fits any of the prompts specifically, but what I do know is that I am insanely hyped for this one. I am so excited to read this. I can't even explain. I'm so excited. So I'll definitely be picking this up next after There Are No Saints. And again, like I said, since I'm not officially trying to do the bingos or anything, I don't care if it fits any prompts. But yeah, I know it's a dark romance and I want to read it, so there you go. I also have The Pool Boy by Nikki Sloan, which is a taboo romance. I think it's an age gap romance where the main female character is older than the main guy character. So I think he's her pool boy. I don't know what gave that away, but also it's her best friend's son who is her pool boy. So it's very taboo. It's taboo all around. I love that. I'm really excited for this one. I know it's book 2 in the Nashville Neighborhood series. The first one is The Doctor, which is also a taboo romance. So I might read that one this week as well because I have both of the audiobooks for these. I don't have the physical copy of The Doctor, but if I start listening to the audiobook and I really like it, I'll probably buy it. So yeah, this would fit that taboo prompt, even though I keep saying I'm not trying to fit the prompts, but this fits. So it's not necessarily a dark romance. It's just a taboo one. So yeah, these are the books that I plan on reading this week. Hopefully I can get to all of them. That would be great. Just wanted to pop in, do this intro, let you know what I plan on reading for the Dark Romance Readathon. Brandon and I are going to go watch the Rings of Power series, the new Lord of the Rings show on Prime right now, and then we're gonna do some shopping after that, but then I'll have the whole afternoon, evening to read. So that's the plan. So yeah, let's go. Okay, I've been reading There Are No Saints, and I'm really liking this. I'm surprised. I don't know what it was that made me want to read this, because every time I hear the premise about this, I'm like, oh. But then I read it and I was like, oh. So yeah, I'm liking this. It's very, very entertaining. It's gone by so fast. I'm on page 275. So I'm almost done with it and I can't put it down. I stopped to get dinner and I'm going to take a shower now, but I'm finishing this book today. This is gonna be such a wild time. I'm just floored by this. I've already ordered the second book because it's just so entertaining. I can't put it down. If you don't know, this book follows Mara, who is a like starving artist. Basically, she's trying to make it in the art world. And then it also follows Cole, who is an artist, a very successful artist, but he's also a serial killer. And their paths cross. That's really all I'm gonna say. Yeah, I don't really know how to talk about this book. I'm gonna go get ready for the evening, take a shower, all that stuff, and then I'm gonna finish this. So I'll check in when I finish There Are No Saints. Okay, I finished There Are No Saints by Sophie Lark. I am so surprised by this book. Like, I think I'm gonna give it 5 stars. I was so entertained. Like, I couldn't look away. I couldn't stop reading the whole time. Yeah, I already ordered the second book, the last book, because it's a duet. I already ordered There Is No Devil, so that should be here sometime this week. If I had it right now, I would start it right away. But I'm gonna have to wait, so I will definitely be picking up the second book to this week whenever it arrives. I'm not sure what I want to pick up in the meantime, though. I still have off tomorrow. It's Labor Day tomorrow, so no work, but I'm either going to start The Doctor by Nikki Sloan, which I have ordered the physical copy of it, but I do have the audiobook already. But the physical copy of it I don't think is getting here until Tuesday. So I could also pick up Hooked by Emily McIntyre, I don't know how to say her last name. Oh, there is a little author's note at the beginning of this that says, Hooked is a dark contemporary romance. It is an adult fractured fairy tale. It is not fantasy or a literal retelling. The main character is a villain. If you're looking for a safe read with redemption and a bad guy turned into a hero, you will not find it in these pages. Interesting. I definitely thought that it was going to be more of like a literal retelling. Like, I thought it was still going to be set like in Neverland. But either way, I'm still excited for this. I'm very curious to read this one. Hopefully I like it. Maybe I will start with this one. Because this one seems like it's going to be very dark. Whereas The Doctor, I think, is just more taboo. So I don't know. Now I'm in the mood for like gritty, dark romances after reading There Are No Saints. I'll tell you tomorrow what I decide. I'm going to sleep on it if I want to read this or read The Doctor, but I'm leaning a bit towards this. But who knows? I could change my mind by tomorrow. But yeah, that's the plan. 1 book done, and it's only the first day of the readathon, so this is going well.
Don't be a stranger in the night. Take a chance for some romance. Don't cover your eyes. Willow trees.
Alright, I decided to start Hooked by Emily McIntyre, and I'm 118 pages in, so I'm a decent chunk in. I did discover a lot of things. So I thought that this was the first book in a series, and while it is considered a never after novel, so it is a series, they're all standalones. So they're all standalone stories, and they're like retellings of like favorite villains, basically. So obviously this one is Captain Hook. The next one I think is Scar. But the stories themselves are all standalones. They're not companions. They're not like follow-up books or anything. So this whole story is going to be completed by the end of the book. Also, it is completely contemporary. It is set like in our world. There's no fantastical elements to it at all, which I thought there would be. I thought that this was going to be like a retelling of Peter Pan, and it very loosely is, but set in contemporary times. So like the Jolly Roger is not a ship, it is a bar that Hook owns, and he's only called Hook because he uses like a hooked blade when he kills people, so he doesn't have like a hook for a hand. And the main character's name is Wendy, and basically James Hook is wanting to get revenge on Peter, and Peter happens to be Wendy's dad in this retelling, and he is going to get revenge on her dad by sleeping with Wendy and like basically using her. and obviously I'm pretty sure he's gonna like fall for her or something. I don't know. It does say at the very beginning that if you're looking for a safe read with redemption and a bad guy that turns into a hero, you will not find it in these pages. So I'm guessing he's just gonna like be bad the whole time, but he's definitely got, you know, like some kind of pull towards Wendy. And he also has some sort of tragic past, which we don't know very much about, something that led him to being like this dark villain that he is today. So yeah, I am really enjoying this. Excited to continue on. I'm probably going to be able to finish it today because I read that first like 118 pages so quickly. So I'll probably finish this today, and then I might have time to start The Doctor later tonight. I don't know if I will start it or if I'll just read that one tomorrow, but I know that There Is No Devil is going to be delivered to me tomorrow. So I'm gonna want to pick that one up right away. So I do want to try to read The Doctor before I get There Is No Devil, because I'm gonna want to jump into that one right away. But yeah, I just wanted to update that I started Hooked and I'm so far really enjoying it. All right, I finished Hooked and I think I'm gonna end up giving this one 3 stars. It really tapered off after like the halfway mark. I started losing interest in it, and I mean, I was still interested, like I was still curious, but I don't know, there was just something missing from this. I always hate talking about 3-star books. Like, you just get this feeling like, yeah, it's just middle of the road, and then I have no idea what to say. Like, it was fine. Like, it was fine. So I guess I'm just gonna leave it at that. It was just fine. Like, I probably won't continue with this series because, like, obviously I don't have to because they're standalones, but I don't know. I'm just not really feeling it at the moment. Maybe if I hear really good things about, like, the next books or something, but I'm just not feeling it. So now I don't know if I want to start another book right away or just, like, wait until tomorrow to start it. I don't know. So I think I'm just going to call it for today, and if I do pick something up tonight, I'll just update you tomorrow about it. So yeah, that's it for this update. Sorry that was so pointless, but there you go. Hello everyone, it is Tuesday evening now, and I have some packages that got delivered today that I need to unbox. So we're gonna start with this small one. Okay, so this is The American Roommate Experiment by Elena Armas. This is the companion book to the Spanish Love Deception. I think it's following the main character's like friend from the first book. I know very little about this one. I'm assuming it has something to do with a roommate. But yeah, I don't know very much about this one at all. I just know that I loved the Spanish Love Deception, and so I'm really excited to read this one. And it was released today. Today was the publication date for this, so I'll be picking this one up very, very soon. Although Lachlan did say that she didn't like the audiobook, like the male narrator for the audiobook, so I don't know that I'll be reading it on audio. All right, now we have this big old box. This one is packed full of different things. So right on top, we have The Little Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. I don't know. I've never read this before. I know it's really popular, but I've never read it before. I picked it up because it is BJ Ballantyne's favorite book, which BJ Ballantine is one of the main characters in Magnolia Parks, if you didn't know. And I've just always wanted to pick this up and just never have. And seeing that it was his favorite book, I'm like, well, now I need to read it. So I picked it up. I know Lachlan has this same copy, I think. So maybe she'll want to buddy read it with me. But yeah, I have The Little Prince. I have a pack of hair ties because I keep these on my little cart in case somebody forgets a hair tie and they need to like pull their long hair back. So I just have them for school. Also pens for school. These are the pens that I like. So I like the, what are these? The Pentel Energel Liquid Gel Ink in the 0.7. They just write so smooth. I just really like them. Also got a big old pack of Post-its, again, for school. And then 2 more books. I got There Is No Devil by Sophie Lark, which I am very excited to read. I've been waiting for this. I literally ordered this before I even finished There Are No Saints. So now I have the really pretty black and white snake edition, which I'm going to be picking this up this week. And then last but not least, I have The Doctor by Nikki Sloan, which is a great segue into talking about what I read today because it was The Doctor by Nikki Sloan. And I am almost done with this, actually. I don't know exactly how far in I got, but I'm probably pretty close to the end is my guess. I'm gonna go finish it tonight. I got the audiobook for this one and it just went by so fast. It's pretty short, actually. I think, is it less than 300 pages? Yeah, it's less than 300 pages. So I'm gonna go finish this, but so far I'm really liking it. It's definitely like the middle ground to Birthday Girl and Your Dad Will Do. Like, it's like if you take those 2 books and kind of put them on the ends of a spectrum, this book would be right in the middle of that. So I'm liking it so far. It is a age gap romance and it's ex-boyfriend's dad romance, hot doctor romance. So yeah, I'm just having a good time. So I'm gonna go finish this actually, and then I will probably update tonight quick and just say my final rating. But as it stands right now, it's probably looking like a 4-star and I really don't have very much left at all, but I'll check back in when I finish this. Okay, it is now Wednesday night and I have a couple updates. I did finish The Doctor last night and I am giving it 4 stars like I predicted. I really liked it. I feel like I said before, like, I don't like it when the couple like gets together too soon, but in this case, they get together like really early on in the book, but the fact that it's like taboo and they're trying to keep it a secret kept me interested, so I didn't mind that they were together for basically the whole book. Finished this one, I really liked it, gave it 4 stars. And then my other update is that I started and finished another book, and it was The Pool Boy by Nikki Sloan, which is book 2 in the, what is it called? Nashville Neighborhood series. So this is book 2. This is another age gap romance, but the older person in the relationship is a woman, which I feel like you don't see very much about. Like, you always see like the older guy, younger girl age gap romances. So this was refreshing. And again, because it was like the age gap taboo, like secret relationship, even though they get together early on, I was still here for it. So I really liked it. I like how fast-paced everything goes in Nikki Sloan's books, so I definitely want to pick up the next one in this series. I think it's called The Architect. But yeah, I liked this one. It was a really fun time, and I gave it 4 stars as well. So I'm really glad that I ended up picking these up. So 2 books done. So the taboo bingo thing is for sure checked off with these. Now the next book that I'm going to be picking up is There Is No Devil. I was going to start this tonight, but I just am not like feeling like reading tonight. I just kind of feel like sitting on the couch and watching some booktube videos, but if I do decide to start this tonight, I probably won't get very far. But yeah, this is probably what I'm going to read for the next few days. I'm really excited because there's another playlist in it, and I really liked the playlist for There Are No Saints, so I'll definitely be adding this playlist so that I can listen to it when it comes up in the scenes. But yeah, I'm really excited to get to this one, even though I'm like not feeling like reading tonight. I am still really excited to get to this one. Hello everyone. It is now Monday night. The Dark Romance Readathon has officially ended. And I didn't get much read this weekend. I had a wedding to go to, and so like my whole weekend was pretty busy. But I did start reading There Is No Devil, and I didn't finish it like during the readathon, but I am halfway through now. I'm on page 182, and I figured I would just finish reading this for this vlog, even though the readathon has ended, since, you know, this is a dark romance. I wanted to include it in this vlog, and I wanted to have like my thoughts on There Are No Saints and There Is No Devil all in one video. So I'm still gonna film like my reaction to it for this vlog. So I'm gonna try to finish this tonight. Like I said, I'm about halfway. I think I can finish it tonight, but we'll see. So far it's really good. I really like it. It basically picks up right where There Are No Saints left off, and I'm still like so intrigued with the story. Like, I'm so curious as to what's going to happen, and I'm just curious what's going to happen with Mara and Cole. I understand what this is. I know, but I'm still rooting for them, you know? This one also has a playlist for it, and I really like how Sophie Lark does playlists in books. I'm trying to find an example. So basically, you'll be reading a scene, and then right in the middle of that scene, there will be a song listed. So like the song plays like almost as a soundtrack to that scene. So like right here, you're in the middle of a scene, and then it lists the song and like when to start it. And I really like that. The only other ones that I have seen like that have book playlists, like in Penelope Douglas's books, they put like the song within the story. So they'll be writing and say like, this character walks in and then this song is playing, and so like then you know when to play it. But they also put the list like how Sophie Lark does with it at the beginning of the book. But I've also seen where they just have songs listed at the beginning and then they're never mentioned throughout the book. But I really like how Sophie Lark does it, where it's like to play during this scene. It just really enhances the experience. I really like that. So far, I'm really loving this, and I'm really curious to see how it's gonna all end. Like I said, this is the end of the story. This is the last of it. So I want to get all of that, all of my thoughts, all in one video. So I'm gonna go finish this now, hopefully, and I will check back in when I do that. Okay, I did finish There Is No Devil. I'm not sure what I want to rate this. I did really like this one. I like how it wrapped everything up. I liked where the story went. I did wish there was like more conflict throughout the book, because a lot of it is diving into Cole and Mara's past, which I did really like, but I wanted more conflict from like the main plot, if that makes sense. If you've read this, maybe you know what I mean. But I did really like it. So like waffling between a 4 and a 5 stars. So maybe I should just slap a 4.5 on it. That feels pretty right. Maybe I'll do that. Like a 4.5. I'll probably give it a 5 on Goodreads because it's so entertaining. Like I couldn't stop reading it. I just wanted to keep going. It's so good. Like it was so bingeable. So I'm really glad that I read this, because I remember hearing like the premise of this duet and I was like, ooh, I don't think that's gonna be for me. I don't think I would like that. And I ended up loving it. So I am really glad that I read it. Just shows me that I need to try books rather than like instantly be like, nope, not gonna do that. But I am who I am, so I just need to come to it on my own terms, I think. I just need to come to it on my own terms. But yeah, that is it for the Dark Romance Readathon. Let me grab the books that I all read. So, read the entirety of the Sinners duet, There Are No Saints and There Is No Devil. These are my favorite of all the books that I read. This one was 5 stars, and this one, like I said, is like a 4.5. So definitely a great duet if you're interested in dark romance. And this like sounds interesting, at least. You don't have to be like, oh, that sounds so romantic. But if it sounds interesting, I would say give it a go. And I also read Hooked by Emily McIntyre. I'm not sure how to say her last name. This was the Peter Pan retelling set in contemporary times. This one was fine. It was good for the most part. Like I did enjoy it, but it did feel a bit lacking in some regards, so 3 stars for this one. And then I read the first 2 books in the Nashville Neighborhoods series, so The Doctor and then The Pool Boy by Nikki Sloan. Both age gap romances, both very fast, quick, taboo romances, and I really like these as well. I'm definitely gonna pick up the 3rd book and continue on with this series. So although I didn't read There Is No Devil like within the time of the Dark Romance Readathon, I still kind of did. I'm only a day late. So 5 books, that's not bad. I think I completed like 5 of the bingo things. I think I for sure got a bingo one way. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. So if you made it to the end of this video, leave the black heart emoji because it's dark and romance, you know what I mean? Or leave the snake if you've read The Sinner's Duet. I'm just curious. Leave one of those 2 emojis down below to let me know that you made it to the end of this video. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.